from a Disney love triangle that rewrote production schedules to an engagement that made her own fans turn against her. Hi, I'm Cartor Raay, starting with Nick Jonas, whose relationship with Selena didn't just break hearts, it broke an entire Disney crossover episode. It's 2008, and Selena Gomez is dating Nick Jonas. What makes it feel bigger than just another teenage romance is the history behind it. Miley Cyrus dated him first, and suddenly it's not just young love in the spotlight, it's a story tangled in friendships, fame, and growing up in front of the world. In 2006, Miley and Nick were Disney's golden couple. When they broke up in 2007, Miley released 7 Things, a song she later confirmed was about Nick. The lyrics were pointed, personal, and impossible to miss. Then Selena started dating Nick, and even appeared as his love interest in the Jonas Brothers' Burnin' Up music video. And that's when the tension became impossible to hide. In July 2024, Jennifer Stone, who played Harper on Wizards of Waverly Place, appeared on the Wizards of Waverly pod and confirmed what really happened behind the scenes. She said it honestly felt like high school. Like, they both dated Nick. I think Miley dated him first, and then Selena dated him, and then it was just messy high school nonsense. But the real proof came during production of the 2009 crossover Special Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana. Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez both appeared in the episode, but they refused to film a single scene together. Watch the episode carefully, and you'll notice they're never in the same frame. Disney had to rewrite the production schedule around a teenage breakup, but if you think that's where it gets messy, go back to the 2008 Teen Choice Awards, where Miley Cyrus was in the middle of performing 7 Things and suddenly stepped off the stage. She walked into the audience, found Selena Gomez, and handed her the mic to sing a line from the breakup anthem people believed was about Nick Jonas. It all happens live in front of everyone. Selena and Nick briefly rekindled in 2010 before splitting for good. Years later, in 2016, Gomez told W Magazine they never feuded, that they both liked the same guy when they were 16, and called it puppy love. But the pattern had already started. From the very beginning, Selena's romantic life was never private, it was managed and monetized by the Disney machine. But if Nick was puppy love, Justin Bieber became an 8-year addiction. In December 2010, they have their first public date at IHOP. By February 2011, they make their official debut as a couple at the Vanity Fair Oscar party. Fans quickly give them a name, Jelena. Soon, they're everywhere, sitting courtside at Los Angeles Lakers games, walking red carpets, escaping on romantic getaways to Hawaii. In May 2011, Selena tells 17 that she doesn't like hiding, and for a while, they don't. But within a year, their relationship enters a vicious on-off loop that would define both their careers. In April 2014 at Coachella, Selena and Justin reportedly have a massive fight after she finds photos of Kylie Jenner on his phone. And then earlier that year, things got even messier. Alleged text messages between Justin and Selena suddenly show up online through Radar Online. In the screenshots, Bieber calls Gomez a talentless and sends explicit photos. Gomez's rep Jill Fritzo immediately states the texts are not real. In the alleged exchange, Selena reportedly writes that she doesn't buy his bullshit anymore, that her friends were right and he's such an asshole. Justin allegedly fires back telling her to f off, mocking the idea that he needs to grow up and tells her to enjoy life without him. Whether real or fake, the leaked texts explode across media, but November 2014 is on another level. At the American Music Awards, Selena performs The Heart Wants What It Wants with a pre-recorded audio clip playing of herself crying on the phone. She breaks down crying as the performance ends. But the craziest moment comes in August 2016, and it all plays out on Instagram. Justin posts multiple photos with new girlfriend Sofia Richie. Fans attack Sofia in the comments, and then Selena jumps in, telling him if he can't handle the hate, maybe he shouldn't post. Justin fires back, saying it's funny to see people that used him for attention and still try to point the finger his way. That night, Justin unfollows Selena and then deletes his entire Instagram. But while Justin became the story everyone knows, The Weeknd became the story everyone questioned. In November 2016, The Weeknd and Bella Hadid break up. Just a couple months later, in January 2017, Selena and The Weeknd are spotted kissing at Giorgio Baldi. Bella immediately unfollows Selena on Instagram, and the timing makes it feel even crazier 2 months after The Weeknd and Bella split, right after another Justin breakup, and suddenly they're taking couple trips to Italy and Toronto. On May 1st, 2017, they make their official couple debut at the Met Gala. Over the summer of 2017, Selena secretly undergoes a kidney transplant due to lupus, and The Weeknd reportedly reschedules tour dates to be there for her surgery. But in October, TMZ reports Justin Bieber spotted hanging out at Selena's house. By the end of the month, her breakup with The Weeknd is officially confirmed. As soon as Selena goes back to Justin, The Weeknd goes back to Bella. A few months later after their breakup, The Weeknd drops the EP My Dear Melancholy with the lyric, "I almost cut a piece of myself for your life." Fans instantly interpret this as a reference to potentially donating a kidney to Selena. A source close to Selena responds to Entertainment Tonight, saying it's just a lyric and that The Weeknd knew it would grab attention, but he never actually planned to donate a kidney to her. They add that, honestly, their relationship was never as intense as he made it seem, and that he was always more focused on his career than on being with her. The relationship lasted 10 months, but the controversy lasted years, because once again, the real story wasn't about The Weeknd, it was about Justin. But if The Weeknd wrote a song that sparked debate, Charlie Puth wrote an entire expose. In 2016, after briefly splitting from Justin, Selena and Charlie Puth reportedly have a short-lived romantic connection. They collaborate on We Don't Talk Anymore, released in May 2016. The song peaks at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100. A People source later states they never dated, but in a 2018 Billboard cover story, Charlie opens up, saying the only way a song like that can come across as real is if there's something else going on behind the scenes, and that's what was happening with Gomez. Very short-lived, very small, but very impactful, and it really messed him up. He adds that it wasn't like he was the only person on her mind, and he thinks he knew that going in, what he was getting himself into. The other person is widely understood to be Justin Bieber. Charlie's hit song Attention, which came out in April 2017, is widely thought to be about Selena. In a 2017 interview that resurfaced in 2023, he said they'd be talking in a hotel and she'd be like, "You want to sleep over?" And then nothing would happen. After it happened a few times, he realized she was trying to make him so attached that he wouldn't leave, but he'd never get what he wanted from her. In March 2023, Charlie posts then deletes a tweet saying, "Attention is about what you think it's about." This reignites massive backlash from Selena's fanbase. Selena stays completely silent. She never confirms it, but she doesn't deny it either, letting the other person play out their side in public while she quietly moves on. But if Charlie felt used, Benny Blanco became the man everyone said wasn't good enough. Benny Blanco is a Grammy-winning producer who's worked with both Justin Bieber and The Weeknd. He co-produced Bieber's 2020 hit Lonely and had been collaborating with Selena Gomez since 2015. The irony is that Selena ended up with a man who was literally in the studio with her ex-boyfriend making music about the same heartbreak she was going through. But before the love, there was shade. In a 2020 interview promoting Lonely, Benny said Justin wasn't one of those cookie-cutter pop stars who just drop a single and a makeup line. Fans widely interpret this as a direct shot at Selena Gomez, who had launched Rare Beauty in 2020. They quietly start dating in June. Then on December 7th, Selena confirms it herself in a comment, simply writing, "Facts." The Selenator fandom reacts instantly, with some fans calling Benny unworthy in the comments, and to them, she writes that if they actually care about her, this is her happiest, and if they can't accept her at her happiest, then don't be in her life at all. In a Time magazine interview in May 2024, she says her own fans, who she adores, will say the most hurtful things to her about how she lives her life, but he has the strength in him that none of that noise phases him. She also reveals that she was alone for 5 years and probably tortured herself in her head for like 2 years being alone, and then she kind of accepted it. In December 2024, Selena announces her engagement on Instagram, and Taylor Swift jumps in the comments saying, "Yes, I will be the flower girl." By September 27th, 2025, Selena and Benny are married in California, and somehow, even that doesn't stop people from talking. In May 2025, reports start circulating that Justin Bieber unfollowed Benny on Instagram, and fans immediately interpret this as jealousy. But there's one woman who never dated Selena and still became the longest-running controversy of all. When Lose You to Love Me came out, Hailey shared "I'll you" on her Instagram story just hours later, and people immediately started connecting the dots. Not long after, she posted a TikTok lip-syncing "I'm not saying she deserved it, but God's timing is always right." Around the same time, Selena was being body-shamed online. Then came the eyebrow moment. Kylie Jenner posted a close-up selfie of her brows while on FaceTime with Hailey right after Selena joked about over-laminating her own on TikTok. Selena eventually stepped back from social media, saying it was too much. She and Hailey spoke privately, both asked fans to stop, and Hailey reveals she's been receiving death threats. But the war never truly ends because it was never really about Hailey, it was about the fact that Justin replaced Selena in 2 months and married someone else while Selena was still writing songs about him. In Selena Gomez, My Mind and Me, she breaks down during old tour rehearsals, wondering when she'd ever feel good enough on her own. Later, she shared she had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, anxiety, and depression. Looking at the bigger picture, a pattern emerges. Heartbreak fuels the music, and the music becomes milestones. From the start, her love life has never been private, and maybe that was never an accident. Maybe that's just how it's always been.